national television. Remember, today is already 23rd of June and the year remains 2025. And it's the news program that comes on your way from Mondays to Saturdays from the hour of 7 up to the hour of 8 p.m. at National Television. And we normally commence everything with what's happening in the headlines, then the details comes afterwards. Because of that, first glance the headlines. I'll be coming back in a few seconds for the details. Coming up in the NILECAST news headlines tonight, Varasine Secondary School calls for support as they continue to excel in academics and co-curriculum activities. Honorable Atimali given heroic reception after NRM nominations. Lastly in sports, Nebi Football Club edged Young Elephant by a goal to nil in FIFA Big League promotional playoff. Details about this in NILECAST news. Coming up in the NILECAST news headlines tonight, Varasine Secondary School. Welcome back from the headline. Now straight into the details of the news. We are commencing it from Arua City with the education sector and from a middle school in the names of Varasine Secondary School. And here comes the story. Varasine Secondary School is calling for support in various means from various stakeholders as they continue to excel in both academics and co-curriculum activities. This call came during the commemoration of the school day on 22nd of June 2025 at the school premises, characterized by a number of activities. First, take a look at the story. As Varasine Secondary School continues to register success both in academics and co-curriculum activities, the school is calling for various stakeholder support towards renovating the infrastructures at the school and constructing new ones. This call came during the commemoration of the school day on 22nd of June 2025 at the school premises, characterized by a number of activities such as commission of both the new dormitory block for senior 5 girls and the new constructed administration block, inauguration of new student leaders and SU leaders, and confirmation of some learners in Christian faith, among others, attracting different stakeholders both in government wing and religious wing, more so some learning institutions who all gathered to grace the occasion. Matueli Akimonyiga, head teacher at Varasine Secondary School, highlights on the performance of the school both in academics and co-curriculum activities.
Allow me to say that as a school, we are doing everything possible to improve the result of this school. As already seen, every year we improve, but we have not reached where we are. But we want to thank God because this is what so far we are doing. We got trophies in baseball, softball, and then best basketball, ball games, one. And then we got trophy in debate, we got trophies in science exhibition, sports season that comes with insecurity for the school, despite several attempts by us leadership to create harmony among schools. We really need to pray that one day all of us see ourselves as one family of Uganda.
He further appreciates the outgoing students' leaders and encourages the incoming leaders to learn from the legacy of their predecessors.
Many times the UNSA and prefectural body get divided over 9 issues. We thank you for that unity. May the good Lord bless you. Now to the new prefects, please, this is what I want to say. You are joining us to form a bridge team. You are simply a bridge, and make sure as a bridge you do your work very well. Help us, help the students' body so that their issues are addressed and they are able to appreciate the work you are doing. Meanwhile, Yiki Christopher, Board Chairman at Varasine Secondary School, appeals to the government to fulfill the pledge of renovating the school.
We desire to see through this plan that there is an enhanced academic excellence and talent development. We want to develop these students holistically as the are with us here and as they go out of this place. The government had pledged to refurbish and to renovate schools like ours. And that has remained on the papers. My appeal now is that this is able to be fast-tracked to help us deal with the challenges that we're experiencing in infrastructure at this particular moment. And so Vara is a giant school, and we have seen increasingly that our numbers in A level are growing because there are very few schools like Vara that can offer an opportunity for students to learn in this environment. So it's our prayer that collectively we can rebuild Vara and grow it to the next levels.
Whereas Raymond Ombere, our city education officer, cautions the learners from violence during the ball games.
Allow me to congratulate the school and congratulate the BOG and congratulate the headmaster and the entire student body for the remarkable achievements you have registered over this year. Can you appreciate yourself? I know you have done a lot in terms of infrastructure development, in academic achievements, games and sports. We can see trophies. One say bravo. Extracurriculum activities, the debating, science fair. Job well done.
Right, Reverend Father Antaku Collins, Bishop of Madi and West Nile Diocese, congratulates the various stakeholders of the school for their remarkable achievements.
Let that athletics be athletics. That is going to glorify God. Are we together? But not for chasing your friends across the river. Keeping Bara clean. Keeping Bara beautiful. No, we were just in Bukedia. But you go there, you are playing on people's compound, but people don't bother whether you are there playing. They are in their classes, concentrating. So I want to see the best from you while we shall be in Barifa running.
The commemoration of Vara Day is an annual activity in the school calendar that always comes with a number of activities, and the school being one of the iconic schools in West Nile region, they continue to register success both academically and in co-curriculum activities. Oraku Benson Pastore, compiling the story for West Nile Television NILECAST. Away from that story, now moving to the political wing. As the primaries approach, all eyes remain on a Rwesendo division where the political atmosphere continues to intensify with several candidates already showing interest. Honorable Atima Jackson Butili, one of the candidates who is also seeking for re-election, made a heroic return to the city where he was picked by his supporters from Arua Airfield and later came back to Opium Grounds where the official launch did take place. Take a look at the story being compiled by Faris Majid.
With just few weeks remaining to the National Resistance Party primary elections, Honorable Atima Butili Jackson, the incumbent member of Parliament for Arua Central Division, received the hero's welcome upon his return to Arua City after successfully completing his party nomination process. Hundreds of his supporters, clad in the signature yellow of the NRM, gathered as early as 8 a.m. at Arua Airfield to receive him from Kampala, aboard a chartered Arusus plane that landed at about midday. The jubilant crowd, including family members and local leaders, escorted him in a procession through the city to the office of the Prime Minister grounds, where he officially launched his re-election campaign. And speaking to the media shortly after landing, Honorable Atima emphasized his commitment to continuity, pledging to build on his achievements and ensure government programs continue to benefit the people of Arua Central Division.
My agenda is to come and work with my people closely so that all these government programs can reach the population without being tempered by those unscrupulous people who will want to, bring in corruption so that the services don't reach down. 2, I will want to connect my people of Central Division and the Arua City to the government of Uganda. When you have a poor leader who cannot represent your issues on the floor of parliament, who cannot network with government agencies, with ministries, your voices will never be heard. So I am the voice of Central Division that has been there for the last 4 years, and I want to continue with that voice of raising issues concerning my people.
Furthermore, with the connection of the region to the national grid, Honorable Atim also looks at development opportunities through attracting investors to invest in the region.
I want to bring development closer to my people, especially now that the region has been connected to national grid. The network I now talk about is to bring investors. You see, my level of networking surpasses other people. So I want to attract investors to come here to make use of the national grid that we have.
Meanwhile, his chief mobilizer, Mr. Payaratib, praised the overwhelming turnout, saying it is a testament to the MP's dedication to his constituents and the appreciation he has garnered during this term in office.
There are some promises that he have put for us, but he have achieved them. In his 5 years, 1, the community bus is there. 2, the drone bus for the St. Philip is there. 3, the Uganda Muslims Council promise, the 40 million is there, she have given them. 4, the Chibuli Mosque, 40 million, we are going to give it out. So we are very, very happy for him.
Honorable Zuria Gutru, the female councillor representing Baza Ward, also voiced her support, highlighting Atima's inclusive leadership and rallied him towards financial empowerment of the women.
Women are suffering because of loans from the banks. We want to send Honorable back because he is supposed to bring us our money that he promised so that we rotate it among ourselves as a loan. We cannot go back to banks to look for loans. That's why we want to send him back.
Despite the support exhibited, Honorable Atima faces stiff competition in the upcoming NRM primaries, with contenders such as Honorable Debo Ronald and Honorable Biga Godfrey also vying for the NRM party flag. Farish Majid, reporting for West Nile TV, NILECAST.
Away from that, now moving to Alu region, as Greater Nebi. Greater Nebi Interfaith holds peace-building prayers at the Mayor's Garden in Nebi to foster unity and divine guidance for development in the districts of Nebi, Pakwach, and Zombo. Take a look at the story coming from Alfred Jawok.
The Greater Nebi Elders Council under the newly registered Greater Nebi Vurapajodongo over the weekend held interfaith peace-building prayer at Mayor's Garden Nebi to foster unity and divine guidance for development in the district of Nebi, Pakwach, and Zombo. Canon Kura Vasco, the chairperson Greater Nebi Vurapajodongo, noted that the prayers mark a divinely ordained beginning to their mission of fostering peace, unity, and transformative approach to development in Greater Nebi. George Uthuba, a member of Greater Nebi Vurapajodongo, highlighted the need to tarmac Nebi Gola Vura Road, held through these prayers. Greater Nebi seeks divine interventions to overcome the challenges.
This is a very special occasion. It's a vital attempt towards the unity of the masses. We need all stakeholders in an attempt to unify the district.
Meanwhile, Felix Olarker, former Commissioner, Minister of Local Government, also a member of Greater Nebi Vurapajodongo, believes that the prayers will pave the way for a future of peace, unity, and sustainable development.
So it's very appropriate and it's timely that it has come. And it has come to stay for all of us to get better. We learn our culture, good practice, even the norms to make us develop.
Based on the biblical reading in the books of 2nd Chronicles, Canon Jimmy Weka, Archdeacon Nebi Urban Archdeaconary Church of Uganda, who was the main preacher, said the prayer seeks healing gesture for the region grappling with political division, underdevelopment, and poor socio-economic dynamics.
To thank God more especially for this day that has been organized by the team that we call them the Forum for the Greater Nebi, especially the Alur people. Today's message is taken from the book of 2nd Chronicle, chapter 7, from verse 14 only. And it's talking about being humble, being prayerful, being God-fearing, being prayerful person.
Reverend Father Emmanuel Oshokuru, Pastoral Coordinator, Nebi Catholic Diocese, expressed that the event comes at a time of increasing political tensions among aspirants ahead of 2026 general elections, with most of the leaders are divided.
It has been a blessing to have this prayer that has been organized by the elders, Vura Pajodongo, and it is indeed very symbolic of whatever the Lure have ever relied on.
Mustafa Mizda, Deputy Kadhi, Nebi Muslim District, asserted that the peace-building prayers offer profound benefits, including invoking divine grace to heal societal wounds and restore communal harmony, unity and reconciliation through faith-inspired reflection. By coming together in prayer, the community hopes to find divine guidance and peace, ultimately leading to sustainable development and a brighter future for the Greater Nebi sub-region. Alfred Jawok, Camilla Stansha, West Nile TV, NILECAST.
Away from that, now turning our focus to what's happening in the world of sports. Before we talk about what's happening internationally, let's first take a look at what's happening in northern region, and here comes the story. Nebi Central Football Club edged Young Elephant by a goal to nil during FUFA Regional League First League playoff at Luo grounds over the weekend. This dominant performance showcased the team's skills and determination to progress to FUFA Big League, leaving fans thrilled for more. Take a look at the story again from Alfred Jawok.
Nebi Central FC secured a 1-0 home victory over Young Elephant Academy FC during FUFA Regional League First Leg playoffs at Luo ground over the weekend. This dominant performance showcases the team's skills and determination to progress to FUFA Big League, leaving fans thrilled for more. Geoffrey Torwinywa, Technical Director Nebi Central FC, said they have maintained their winning momentum, and this impressive victory highlights the team's consistency and strength, solidifying their position to progress in the FUFA League.
It was a very big game, very big game. This game can take us to the big league, and we take it quite very serious. A win is a win. However, we had planned to win it by at least 2 to 3 goal margin. Now we ended up scoring only 1 goal, but that's a win for us. These guys are good, but we have seen they are more physical. They're a bit better on us on physical aspect of the game, and I think having scored 1 and won on that, we need to think hard, and I've really, I want to say, they've complicated the business for us.
Justin Abewekango, a fan of Nebi Central FC, expressed optimism that the Royals are on track to qualify for the FUFA Big League in the final playoffs next week in Noya District.
I like Nebi Central. I'm the fan of Nebi Central. I always support them because the way they play, I admire. And the love I have for them is so much.
However, Fred Amone, coach Young Elephant Academy FC, confirmed with their current performance they will take the next step in the competition and urged the fans to excitedly anticipate their progress and potential success in the playoffs.
The game was not bad. It was a good game, a good fight. The boys put in a good game. It was a very good spirit that we show up today here. When you look at how we started the game and our approach, it didn't work out very well the first 15 minutes because these people were coming all out on us, and for us we were trying to sit back. That is why we were struggling a bit in the first 15 minutes and in the halftime generally. But when you see in the second half how we approached the game changed completely because of how we are changing and the way we are playing. Because in the first half we were trying to go long, we were not playing our game. But now in the second half it was okay because we had to go back, regroup again, we had to put the ball down and start playing our way.
This highlights the need for each team to prepare for the success of the playoffs in the FUFA Regional League.
Yeah, it has been a wonderful moment here at Low Ground Nebi. We did see Nebi Central FC beat Young Elephant from Nwea a goal to nil. And this is the moment that everyone is happy, and we wait for the second leg to come for this regional FUFA playoff to be played in Nwea district. Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV, NILECAST.
Away from that local content, let's now take a look at what's happening in international sports, more especially the ongoing FIFA Club World Cup games. Some games have been played today and others are yet to be played, with Atletico Madrid having a game up against the Botafogo RG of Brazil, and this game will be at 10 p.m. At the same time, Paris Saint-Germain will be traveling away to Seattle Sounders. That's in the Group B. Then in Group G, Man City, of course, played earlier on, demolishing Al Ain by 6 goals to nil. Meanwhile, for Salzburg, they did draw their game barren with Al Hilal. Taking a look at the results of the games that were played yesterday, River Plate, of course, drew their game barren with Monterrey. Meanwhile, for Fluminense of Brazil, there were 4 goals to 2 winners over Olsen HD Football Club. And then Juventus had to thrust aside Wydad Casablanca of Morocco by 4 goals to 1. And for Real Madrid, Matias, they had a red card. They went on to thrust that's a team in the names of Pachuca by a goal to nil. What about tomorrow? Tomorrow we'll still see games bouncing back with FC Porto of that's Portugal welcoming Al Ahly of Egypt, as Inter Miami of Lionel Messi welcomes the Palmeiras of that's Brazil. In Group C, you'll see a game between Auckland City that comes from Australia having a game up against Boca Juniors of that's Argentina, with Bayern Munich closing tomorrow's game with a tough game up against Soccer Lisboa Benfica. These are the games, of course, set to be played, and those ones that have, of course, have already been played as far as the tournament is concerned. Now moving to some of the trending transfer rumors, Arsenal could back out of a 50 million deal for RB Leipzig striker Benjamin Sesko, 22, because of the Slovenian international's wage demands, with Sporting and Sweden striker Victor Gyökeres, 27, as a backup option. This has been reported by Daily Mirror. Away from that, moving to German, Bayern Munich have entered the race for Chelsea target Jan Gaitens, 20. The German champions are reportedly willing to offer Borussia Dortmund 55 million euros for the winger, and this has been reported by Kicker in German. Away from that, moving to England in relation to what's happening in Italy, a move from Juventus for 25-year-old Manchester United winger Jadon Sancho depends on whether the Italian club signed Francesco Conceição from Porto, and this has been reported by Corriere dello Sport in Italian. Away from that, coming to Chelsea, as far as the club are concerned, Nicholas Jackson, 24, is not for sale despite interest from Saudi Arabia, and Europe, and this has been reported by Sky Sports. Away from that, moving to their neighbors, that's Liverpool. The club have agreed a deal to sell defender Zarel Kwanzaa, 22, to Bayer Leverkusen for 35 million euros. The club have placed a buyback clause in the contract. This has been reported by Fabrizio Romano. Moving to Theatre of Dreams, Manchester United are showing an interest in 25-year-old Fiorentina and Italy striker Moise Kean, who has a 52 release clause that's equivalent to £54.5 million in his contract, which is valid from 1st to 15th July, and this has been reported by La La Gazzetta dello Sport, also in Italian. Away from that, lastly, moving to Camp Nou, that's Barcelona, Denmark defender Anders Christensen, 29, is expected to leave Barcelona this summer, and this has been reported for us by Fabrizio Romano. With that, we have come to the climax of today's edition of NILECAST News. It has been me, Oracle Benson Pastore, the anchor for tonight. What I want to say is have the best of your moments as we continue to drive the month of June. We'll link up again tomorrow for the same program and in the same television and also at the same time.